you're a plant manager or a supervisor with an underperforming shift, low output, bad morale, high turnover, then this video is for you. I'm Brad with Murdoch Manufacturing. I've spent over 10 years in manufacturing. Started on the floor, rose to supervisor running shifts, and becoming the general manager. One of the toughest assignments was being sent to fix the plant's worst performing shifts. Low numbers, constant complaints, people quitting left and right, and safety issues piling up too. In 90 days, it became one of the top shifts. Here's exactly how I did it. The real fixes that worked. Let's dive in. The first thing I did was observe. I didn't want to walk in and flip the whole shift upside down on day one. I spent the first week just watching how it ran, what was actually happening. And honestly, there was usually one or two things that were going really well. Maybe it was a good safety habit or a handoff process that was great. I kept those. Changing everything at once just breeds resistance. The second thing that I focused on was the biggest pain point first. I identified the one thing, the highest ticket item that was hurting us the most. Usually it was an output bottleneck or a morale killer like unclear expectations. Safety issues were often tied in too. Near misses or sloppy PPE compliance dragged everything down. Fix the biggest lever first. Everything else gets easier. The third thing is I got input from the lead hand or the second in command. I pulled aside the person that everyone actually listened to, and I asked, why do we do it this way? And I just listened. Understood their reasoning, even if it isn't perfect. They knew the team better than I did, so when I did this, they felt heard, and they became an ally instead of resisting the change. So, here are the fixes that I made. Fix number 1, daily huddles for communication and rapport. I made 10-minute daily huddles non-negotiable at shift start. Quick wins from yesterday, today's goals, what's bugging you, including the safety concerns. People finally felt heard. New hires especially. They got to see faces and speak up early. It cut that outsider feeling for the new hires that they get, and that drives those early quits. And it helped flag safety issues before they became incidents. This was also the time for me as a supervisor to lay down my expectations clearly, especially around the new fixes and changes that we were working on, safety rules or output targets. No ambiguity. Everyone knew what was required that day. And if your plant doesn't have daily huddles currently instituted, at the very least, you should be talking to every single person at shift start, even if it's only for 30 seconds. A quick, how's it going? Anything I need to know. It simply builds that connection and opens the door for them to raise concerns and for clear communication. This also gives you another chance to reinforce the expectations of the new changes that you're implementing. Fix number 2, clear accountability and consequences. No more letting things slide. People being late, poor quality, or safety shortcuts. You gotta give them immediate and fair feedback right away. But the key was consistency. Across the shift and across the entire plant, we made sure the plant manager and the safety manager reviewed all of the incidents. Safety, lates, quality, whatever it is. And they handed out the consequences accordingly. That kept it fair for everybody. No favoritisms, no different rules on different shifts. But if you're in a union plant, you've got to include your union rep and have them sign off too. Fair and consistent. Everyone knew the rules combined with recognition. It flips the culture fast. Speaking of recognition, fix number 3, recognition that actually matters. I believe in giving recognition right away, as soon as it's seen. Catch someone doing something great, fix the line issue, calling out a hazard, and you gotta just call it out immediately. Hey, Mike, awesome job fixing the line. You really saved us a lot of downtime. Or, hey, Sarah, thank you so much for flagging that issue. That safety issue could have been really bad. It's so much better to do this right in the moment. It hits harder. It builds momentum faster. Don't get me wrong, you still want to do it in your daily huddles. let everyone know that someone is doing a good job. This will help you with your high performers. This will help you with your lower people. Everyone will come up and feel important. Make sure you do this even with the most mundane tasks. It really boosts morale. Fix number 4, close training and cross-training gaps. Low outputs and safety issues often come from people not knowing the job fully. We mapped out skill gaps. We paired strong with the weak, and we did quick cross-training sessions, including safety procedures. Anytime I had the manpower to do so, I always focused on cross-training. You need depth in your plant. Having the ability to cover gaps when people are on holidays, they're sick or off shift is so incredibly important. This can drastically affect your monthly, quarterly, and yearly numbers. No downtime surprises, no production drops, ramp time dropped, confidence went up, mistakes and near misses also went down. Fix number 5. Involve them in the decisions. Man, shifted from do what I say to ownership. Ask for input scheduling. Ask them about workflow tweaks and small changes, even safety implements. When people feel that they own it, they show up and perform safely. None of these fixes are fancy. It's just consistency with the team being heavily involved. I need them to feel like they're a part of the solution. These are the results I had in 90 days. Output went up 25%. Turnovers plummeted. Call-ins almost disappeared. Safety issues and near misses went way down. The shift went from the worst to the top performer, and the team took pride again. If your shift is underperforming, start with observing and finding the pain points this week. I'm adding a shift turnaround checklist to my free toolkit. The link will be in the description. And if your shift is struggling, low output, bad morale, high turnover, safety concerns, drop the word consult in the comments. I would love to get on a free 15-minute phone call with you and look at your scorecard or setup and just give you some feedback on what I suggest to see if I can help you. So, what's the biggest issue with your worst performing shift right now? Please drop a comment below. I'd love to see it and reply. I'm Brad. Thank you so much for watching another video. Hit subscribe for more real fixes right there on the plant floor. I'll see you in the next one.